that's the correct word. So in the form of dashboard, we show like a pie chart, we show the bar chart. In the form of that graphics, we show the metrics and the KPIs, key performance indicators, how your system is performing. So we call that key KPIs. Even in the financial industry, they have also used the KPIs to see the performance of their health, their financial health. So what happened? You can visualize the data in the form of dashboard. You can act on an automated response to any changes. So you can actually configure. I'll show you in a demo. So you can say if this thing happen, what to do. अगर for example your CPU utilization go beyond 80%, तो क्या action लेना है? तो you can define the action. Then analyze your metrics. I mean, you can actually have your logs and metrics. You can dump your logs and metrics to the analytic tools. You can actually what you call, you can actually send all the logs to S3, and then from the S3 the analytic tools can go into the S3, retrieve the data, and it going to do the analysis as you have described. आपने आप कहते हो कि मुझे जब भी ये मैट्रिक्स या लॉग्स आएगा, मुझे लास्ट 12 आवर्स का डेटा जो है ना उसकी प्रेजेंटेशन चाहिए इन ग्राफिकल फॉर्म. So you can actually build this kind of analytics on top of S3 using the analytic tools. There are so many analytic tools, like you can say Ethan, you say Power BI. So there are different tools you can use to analyze the data. So when we'll go into the data base services, then we will learn about that. So CloudWatch matrix time series performance data. So you will see you can set the value of the time, like you say I want the data should be captured in every 1 minute. You can also set the value to 5 minutes. So हर 5 मिनट के बाद जो डाटा है वो कैप्चर होगा आपके रिसोर्सेज के ऊपर, and it's going to display the values. The metrics most relate to application performance and resource utilizations. So अगर आप कोई application रन करते हैं, you wanna see कि जो आपकी applications है उसमें कितने लोग जो है एक्सेस करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, उसको कितने API कॉल्स आ रही हैं या रिक्वेस्ट आ रही हैं. तो एक तो वो परफॉर्मेंस है. दूसरा ये है कि जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, जो हार्डवेयर है आपके सिस्टम के ऊपर, उसकी यूटिलाइजेशन क्या है, मेमोरी कितनी यूज़ हो रही है, आपकी डिस्क इनपुट आउटपुट परफॉर्मेंस क्या जा रही है. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ द हार्डवेयर एंड द एप्लीकेशन इज बीइंग मॉनिटर्ड. सो हर जो भी डाटा आप लेते हैं वो टाइम स्टैम्प होता है. यू कैन लाइक सी इन द राइट साइड, सी द डाटा इज बीइंग कैप्चर्ड on according to the the time has configured. I don't know, it is a half hour or whatever they have set up. तो ये जो डाटा है उसी हिसाब से ये सारा कैप्चर हो रहा है. This is this in turn allow you to build up a picture about, yeah, definitely when you have this kind of metrics. तो जो भी आपने जब हम जो अभी तक पढ़ते आ रहे हैं कि you can have a more server, you can have a more computing power, you can have a more CPU, you can have more memories. So how we going to actually determine कि कौन का में कितना CPU utilization चाहिए, हमें कितने server चाहिए. Let's see, you start your application with SSD SSD के साथ आप शुरू करते हो ब्लॉक स्टोरेज का, EBS का, राइट. तो देन यू सी कि आपकी एप्लीकेशन में जो बहुत ज़्यादा रिक्वेस्ट आ रही हैं उसकी इनपुट एंड आउटपुट परफॉर्मेंस जो है ना वो ना इम्पैक्ट हो रही है. देन यू कैन डिसाइड टू चेंज टू दिस द टाइप ऑफ EBS वॉल्यूम. सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस मैट्रिक्स एंड दिस परफॉर्मेंस. तो CloudWatch alarm works. Okay, CloudWatch alarm can be set to trigger based on the changes in state or threshold of one or more CloudWatch. तो आप एक threshold define करते हैं, आप कहते हो कि let's see my if my CPU utilization is go beyond 90% और and that threshold breaches, तो क्या होगा कि वो आपको अलार्म जो है ना वो ट्रिगर होगा। अलार्म को आपने कन्फिगर किया होगा कि जब भी ये 90% से अबव जाएगा तो मुझे एसएनएस यूज़ करते हुए मुझे ईमेल आनी चाहिए। दिस इज़ द वे यू गोइंग टू कन्फिगर द अलार्म, आई विल शो इन अ डेमो। दूसरा आप ये सेट कर सकते हो कि इफ़ माई CPU यूटिलाइजेशन गो इज़ लेस देन 40%, आई वांट माई सिस्टम टू बी टर्मिनेटेड। कि मुझे जब मेरे 4 सिस्टम रन कर रहे हैं और एक सिस्टम के ऊपर से बहुत ही कम यूटिलाइजेशन हो रही है उसकी, तो मुझे आई डोंट नीड दैट EC2, आई कैन टर्मिनेट द EC2 इन, सो दैट्स हाउ आई गोइंग टू सेव सम मनी। सो बाय डिफ़ॉल्ट जो जब भी आप EC2 लॉन्च करते हो तो इस आपको 10 क्लाउड वॉच मैट्रिक्स जो है फ्री अवेलेबल होते हैं। After that you have to enable, we call this a detailed monitoring. In detailed monitoring you can have more metrics, so you can add them to the dashboard. You you can add those metrics to your dashboard. You can create the dashboard yourself. You can perform EC2 actions. So action, as I explained already, so agar if the condition meets what the condition you describe in the alarm, then what action has to be taken. Auto scaling, already I think I mentioned, this is going to be the next topic, not next topic is something, दो ऐसे टॉपिक हैं जो मैं आपको सिखाना चाह रहा था। एक इसको कहते हैं CLI और दूसरा है IAM। तो उसके बाद फिर मैं ये ऑटो स्केलिंग आपको पढ़ाऊँगा। ऑटो स्केलिंग ये है कि when the needs arise, demands, when there are demand increase, you're going to increase automatically the number of EC2 instance. It's not only EC2 instance, you can think of any technology. You can have a more load balancer, you can have a more EC2, you can have more SNS topics, so all those kind of things. You can send alarm data over SNS topics when the alarm state change. So you have to configure it actually. So you have to create the SNS topic. तो जब आप SNS टॉपिक देते हैं, आप कहते लिखते हैं फॉर एग्जांपल यू सेट इंस्टेंस स्टेटस। सो आप कहते हो कि जब भी मेरा इंस्टेंस लॉन्च होगा या वो टर्मिनेट होगा, आई वांट टू गेट नोटिफिकेशन। सो दिस काइंड ऑफ टॉपिक you can create, and that topic will be attached to the alarm, and alarm, once the alarm is triggered, the message is sent to the SNS topic, and the SNS topic is going to send you the email. You can also send the SNS topic to trigger the lambda function. So logs जो हैं वो logs name, you can have a data captured by namespace or services. So services on the right hand side, you see these EBS service, these AWS events. I will show you how to create the events, SQS logs, all these kind of services. These are the namespace. So you can monitor, you can collect the logs of all these services. और logs का मतलब ये होता है कि आपको जो है पूरी ट्रेल मिलती है कि when the system was launched, who logged into the system, when he make the changes, what changes he made. So this kind of information is going to be logged in the during the monitoring. So the other matrix is called CPU by instance. So you can have a monitoring on each and every EC2 you have in your group. If you have a 5 EC2 running, so you can actually monitor all 5 EC2 separately. So what's going to happen? So you're going to set the alarm on all of these EC2 instances. You can capture the data. Then you can say, I want the data every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes. It depends upon the criticality of the application and the system you're running. So another form of matrix is a CPU by instance, CPU utilization. So RDS, IOPS, RDS is Rational Data Services, R for rational, D for data, and S for services. So this is that we're going to learn when we come to the database services. So mostly remember, if you remember, show you the when the database has more request incoming and read and write request actually. So what happen if you see you need IOPS kind of EBS volume, then you need this kind of matrix to decide when you have to switching from the general class to the IOPS. So you have to read and write optimization on the basis of this matrix. EBS throughput, this is the how much traffic has gone through the EBS, the volume of the data. So again, this is also related to the read and write performance. So you can also catch the metrics on that. So ELB host count, this is Elastic Load Balancer. So in the Elastic Load Balancer, you can monitor your healthy and unhealthy EC2s or any resources which is not healthy. You say if I have like a 4 out of, for example, you are running 10 EC2 instance, and you say the 4 of them is unhealthy, I want to get notified. So you will get the notification. Failed status. Let's see, you have a server running, and anytime any server fails or is stopped terminated by itself, or something goes wrong with that, so it's going to send you information about the system has been failed, and with all the error and all the reason why it failed, what happened exactly, and then you can dig into that to find out exactly what the cause was, and you can troubleshoot. So what are the benefits of Amazon CloudWatch? Access all monitoring data from a single dashboard. Let's say you are running like a 50 or 100 instances. So from the one dashboard, you can see the performance. Collect and analyze metrics from AWS and on-premises applications. So it's not only the system you're running in the cloud, but the system if you are running on your own premises, so you can actually monitor that as well. So this matrix and all these logs, they help you actually improve the operation efficiency. Definitely you're going to make the changes to the configuration of your systems. You're going to tweak the system. If you see you need more resources, you can add more resources. So the improved operation visibility. So you can see what exactly happening, and because it's a time series, you can see by minute, by hours, by days, by weeks, is up to you. Extract valuable insights, so you can actually do the insight, mean you can analyze the data, you can look at the inside what is happening, and then you will work with the solution architect and the admin team to find out, okay, this is my statistic, this is what happening, so what do you think, how many resources we need, and what time we need those resources. So these kind of insights you can get from this matrix. So these are the exam tips for your reading. What alarms does, what events does, logs, what the logs mean. So I will show you alarm and events. So this is again, if you want to keep the data longer, you will need to move the logs to the persistent store like Amazon S3. CloudWatch monitor performance, CloudTrail monitor API calls in the AWS platform. So I just want to ask you, what is the difference between CloudTrail and CloudWatch? Anybody?
I think was the CloudWatch like the overall, how the servers or anything in the cloud is being used, and the trail is like the pathway or the steps that a user has taken or something.
Yeah, remember I showed you the picture.
Yeah.
The lady is doing the working in a gym. So CloudWatch is about the performance, and the trail is actually you are looking who logged in, when logged in, what did he do, and what resources he was logged in, and what kind of action he has taken on those resources. So this is a difference. So these are the steps we're going to do. We're going to launch the EC2 instance. I want you to remember because you guys going to walk me through. I will be doing and you will be telling me what to do next. So launch EC2 instance, enable detail CloudWatch, create alarm in a CloudWatch service, create an SNS topic. I'm going to provide email for notification to be delivered. The fifth, go to your email and confirm your subscription. Number 6, use CLI to simulate the CPU utilization. So नंबर 6 स्टेप में क्या होगा कि मैं एक कमांड रन करूँगा उस सिस्टम के ऊपर. उससे ये होगा कि वो उसको सिमुलेट करेगी, गोइंग टू इंक्रीज द ट्रैफिक. Remember I show you the ping command. The ping command is going to be continuously, it's going to be a kind of loop. It's going to continuously pinging the system. This is how the CPU utilization will increase. So then I will check alarm and verify the notification in my email. So right now I don't have any instance running. So I'm going to launch the instance. Everybody know how to launch the instance, right? So I'm
Yes,
selecting
sir.
T2 micro. So this is the configuration page. यहाँ पे see there's the option called enable CloudWatch detail monitoring. So I can actually do here, or I can do after launch. There's option I can enable CloudWatch detail from the instance one which is already launched. So इसको okay, this is EBS volume. I have a security group already. I'm going to use this one. So launch. So I have to provide the key. So this is my private key actually I'm using, which is saved on my desktop. I will in the next class I will show you why I am emphasizing at this time why this key. So it's initializing. I had C state filter. Okay. It's still so this is what I'm going to do now. Actually that's the next lecture on this कि ये मैं क्या करूँ, how I'm going to use the CLI. So system is up and running. I have to go here. You don't need to know that. So what? Permission denied. अभी कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ, अभी स्टिल इज रनिंग. Oh, I made a mistake here. SSH minus I. I missed the .pm. Why am I copy and paste not working? Let's do this. The system cannot find the path. Why? Oh. So I logged into my system. It's up and running now. तो उसका ये है कि जब मैंने ये कमांड यहाँ पे रन की है तो उस कमांड के बाद मुझे ये जो प्रॉम्प्ट, इसको प्रॉम्प्ट कहते हैं, सी द डॉलर साइन. सो इट्स telling me I am in the system right now, in the EC2 system which we just launched. So now I'm going to the monitoring. So this is, look at this as a CPU utilization, disk read, all these metrics are being collected. So it's almost, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these are the 14. That's mean the reason it has a 14, it should be around 9 and 10 if I has not enabled the detail monitoring. So right now nothing's happening here, right? So there's no alarm configured. So status is system is running. Okay, let's go to create alarm. See on the right hand side, I'm going to click. So here what I'm saying, send the notification to, I have already configured, I created the topics like CPU alarm and all this, but I'm going to show you from the scratch, create topics. I'm going to create the topic, let's say CPU status, right? So here I'm going to give my, with these recipe, my email address. So see here I can actually specify what to do. If the CPU status go up to certain level, then what action she should be taking. I'm not taking this one right now, I'm just leaving it. So I want the average of my CPU utilization. It should be, if it is greater or equal to 80%, for every 5 minutes I can change the value. I say every 1 minute. So for how many time? Let's see, if I say 2 time, अगर 2 दफ़ा हर मिनट के बाद ये 80% इसकी वैल्यू रहती है, utilization stay at the 80% value, then it should trigger the alarm. That's what I'm saying. So this is the alarm name. I can change this to CPU status. So I'm going to create the alarm. So what was the next step? So I did this, I did that, I created the alarm. Now I also have created the SNS topic, provided my email address. I'm going to check my email. So what happened, when you create the notification, you get the email for confirmation. So I have to go there, Gmail. See, I got this message. It's a AWS notification subscription confirmation. So I'm going to confirm it. So so next step, I'm going to simulate this CPU utilization. I'm going to increase the traffic. So where is this? I'm going to, the sudo means super user. So I'm going to elevate my privileges to super user. Now I'm going to run the command. Okay, what is the command? It is while true colon do echo colon and done. So this is the command. It's actually going to create the loop. So if I enter, so you see on the left hand corner it says flickering. So what is happening is keep sending the ping message to my system, and that going to increase the utilization of my CPU. So I'm going to minimize, and where is my, so right now the status is saying insufficient data. What this mean कि remember हमने जो वैल्यू सेट की थी कि हर 1 मिनट के बाद ये अगर अगर 80% इसकी जो है यूटिलाइजेशन अगर 1 मिनट तक रहती है, सो ही हैज़ टू डू द ट्वाइस, एक्चुअली 2 मिनट के बाद हमें ये डेटा अवेलेबल होगा. सो राइट नाउ वी आर हियर, so time is 17:45. So let's refresh. So 1 minute out of 1 minute has gone to the 80%. See, it jumped here. It actually has crossed the 80%. So let's see if I have an email. And also you can go to the CloudWatch. So still they are doing, actually they're still saying insufficient data. So this is waiting for the second minute. So this is like a dashboard. So I'm gonna see the alarm. So this is the alarm I created, remember? So it's already past the, crossed the 81 minute. So we have 2 data points within 2 minutes. So I will wait for another minute. So if I go to my email, I got this message, alarm. So he's telling me what happened, right? Threshold crossed 2 data points because we have 2 data point 1 minute each. और उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि जब 80% पे हो गया, ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू द थ्रेशोल्ड 80%, टाइम स्टैम्प, माई अकाउंट नंबर एंड alarm ARN resource, which like my CPU actually. This is ARN about the giving the detail. मैट्रिक्स was AC2 के लिए मैट्रिक्स मैंने किया था. मैट्रिक्स का नेम क्या था, CPU यूटिलाइजेशन, और पीरियड था 60 सेकंड का, यानी कि 1 मिनट. स्टैटिस्टिक्स मेरा एवरेज था, so if average go beyond 80% I should get the notification. So that's it. This is the demo on creating alarm. Where is my, I should stop it. Any question? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir.
समझ आ गई
No
बात?
questions for now.
कि कैसे अलार्म क्रिएट किया और कैसे ये सारा प्रोसेस जो है इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ. The next thing is like after the alarm there's other things called event. In event you can create some rules. So get started. Service name, I'm going to select the service EC2. Event type, so see here's the option. I say is EC2 or not spot. I don't need a spot actually. Oh, this notification, I want the notification whenever the status of my EC2 instance change. For example, right now it is in a running position, right? Instance state is running. If the states change, I say stop or terminated, I should get notification. So same things here. You can say any state. So let's see, I'm saying I'm going to specify if I stopped, right? And that's it. Any instance, because right now I'm running only one instance. So what else is missing? We don't need to have this. Specify, I can actually give the instance name or instance value here. So add target. Now I have to provide the target. What target could be? It could be lambda function, or it can be as topic. So these are the topics already created. Let's use this one. So I want to get notified when the system stops. So this is event. The difference between alarm and event is this. Event, in the event form, you set the value in the alarm, and that alarm going to notify you. In the event, you to see the action actually, what exactly happened in this form, like I'm getting notification on what, when the system is being stopped or stopped or running or whatever whatever the changes are made on the EC2 status. So I'm going to configure detail leisure instance. So say CloudWatch event will necessary permission for target. Remember I told you कि जब भी कोई दो सिस्टम आपस में बात करते हैं तो वो they have to get the permission. Like for example, अगर क्लाउड वॉच जो है वो मेरे EC2 का डाटा कलेक्ट करना चाह रहा है तो they have to have some kind of permission to do that. So one validation error detected, value instance status at name failed to satisfy maintain members. What does this mean? What error? So this is the instance. So this event has been created, right? So now if I go here and I go and stop this instance, so I should get the email. So this is the difference between alarm and event. When the state change, it should be getting the message. system stop. I think I chose the wrong what you call wrong SNS topic, because that SNS topic has a condition of CPU, so I should have chosen the other one. I should have to create the other one rather than using this one, because this is attached to the alarm and has a condition. When that condition meet, is going to send me the SNS. That's the reason I'm not getting the email. So anyway, I just want to show you how these things are created. For the event, I can create another topic and I can assign that topic to the events, and then event will be it going to send me notification when the system stop. So that's it for the CloudWatch topic. So now I have given all these the steps, 7 steps, how to create alarm. So as a solution architect, you need to know there is a system which is called CloudWatch, and that system is used to monitor the resources you are going to use in your solution architect design, and you can monitor your system on the basis of different values. So that could be any, like you can actually check your memory utilization, your CPU utilization, your disk utilization. So on the basis of that matrix, you can have you can with that log and that matrix, you can make decisions how to improve your day-to-day operation of your solutions. So these kind of information you need to know. And the second, you need to know you can set the threshold, you can set the alarm, you can set the events. So there are so many other way, like you can dump the logs into S3, and then on that logs you can create the insight, you can create the analysis then on the basis of the analysis you're going to make a decision. So these kind of information you need to know as a solution architect. What I showed you hands-on, what I showed you in the demo, that the purpose of that is कि आपको पता होना चाहिए कि इसके अंदर ये फंक्शनैलिटी है, इसके अंदर ये फंक्शंस अवेलेबल हैं. You don't have to do all these kind of hands-on as a solution architect, but you should have a knowledge. कोई मसलन आपके सामने कोई बंदा के बैठा हो, वो ये कहे जी मैं तो इस पे तो अलार्म क्रिएट ही नहीं कर सकता. So you should know this guy does not know that there is a functionality we can do this. For example, आप कहते हो कि मुझे every second की report चाहिए. So person say this is not possible. So then you can say if you enable detailed monitoring, you can capture data up to 1 second. So this kind of knowledge you should have when you as a solution architect when it comes to the CloudWatch.
So I have a question. So you know, when you can you attach more than one EC2 instance to one alarm, or does it have to be different? Like, do you have to set a different alarm for a different EC2?
देखो इसमें ये होता है, if you can have a group of EC2, in that group you have 5 EC2 and you are monitoring those group. So each and every resources will be monitored separately. So but the next topic जो हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं उसके अंदर मैं बताऊंगा. तो this is like see this whenever I go to launch something, I have to go to this console. We call the management console, right? So here I am selecting my EC2 instance, I'm selecting my elastic load balancer, I'm selecting my different SQS, SNS values, right? I'm clicking on each and everything and trying to configure. If I want to launch, I have to go there. All these steps. So these steps we don't, there's a system called CloudFormation. In CloudFormation, what happened? You write the code. And you write the code, you said I need 5 instance which are running on such and such instance type. I need that much EBS. I need that much CPU. You define all those things in a one document, and then you run the document. There's a system in another service called CloudFormation. In that CloudFormation, when you run that document, automatically the system will launch 5 as EC2 instance. Whatever you have configured in that document will be applicable, will be applied, and the system will be ready. Rather than coming here and clicking here and there and launching and selecting, all those kind can be written in the code format. So उसका दूसरा नाम ये है infrastructure as a code. So infrastructure as a code का मतलब कि you write the code to launch the infrastructure. You write the code to launch and monitor the infrastructure. Then for example मैंने आज एक document create किया, मैंने कहा कि मुझे 5 CC2 instance चाहिए और this is my document number 1. उसके अंदर मैंने configuration की है कि मुझे extra large instance चाहिए, उसकी जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है वो विंडो हो, और उसका जो CPU है लाइक आई नीड 8 CPUs एंड लाइक 30 GB of memory. So this is my configuration. So this document will be used. I will tell the system use this document and launch 5 EC2 instance. So this is my document number 1. Let's see down the road my requirement change. So only thing I'm going to do, I'm taking the same document, I'm going to make changes. Let's say I want to increase the CPU from 8 to 10. So only things I'm going to make the changes to that document. I'm changing only one line. I say CPU equal to 10. And then run that document configuration in the system, CloudFormation. The CloudFormation going to take that document and going to change the CPUs from 8 to 10. I don't have to come all the time here and make the changes, create the launches. So that is called infrastructure as a code. You can write the code to launch the infrastructure, monitor the infrastructure, update the infrastructure, change the infrastructure. So that we also going to learn that as well.
Okay, thank you.
So see the beauty of the cloud. This is the thing. I mean, they are trying to minimize your effort to administration on day-to-day operation and the costs involved. So if I have a one template, I'm going to run the template, and that template is going to do the job. I don't have to spend half an hour here to launch the 50 EC2 or 10 EC2.
सर आपकी आवाज बार बार कट रही है.
अच्छा
जी, मुझे आप दोबारा रिपीट कर सकते हैं, आपकी कट गई थी आवाज बीच में.
मैं कह रहा था कि अभी एक और टॉपिक है जिसको हम स्टडी करेंगे, उसका कहते हैं क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन. क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन में ये होता है कि यू राइट द कोड. ये जितने भी स्टेप्स मैंने अभी लिए हैं, मैंने अलार्म क्रिएट किया, मैंने SNS क्रिएट किया, एंड देन आई शो यू हाउ टू लॉन्च इट. दिस इज़ नॉट इन द रियल वर्ल्ड, दिस इज़ नॉट द वे टू डू द थिंग्स. यू आर नॉट EC2 मैनेजमेंट कंसोल के अंदर बहुत कम आपको आना पड़ेगा इफ़ यू आर वर्किंग इन एंटरप्राइज. सो एंटरप्राइज के अंदर कोई एक इंस्टेंस तो नहीं लॉन्च करना था या एक इंस्टेंस तो मॉनिटर नहीं करना होता. उसके लिए क्या होता है कि हम एक कोड राइट करते हैं. कोड कैन बी इन JSON फॉर्मेट और इन XML फॉर्मेट. दिस इज 2 काइंड ऑफ लैंग्वेज दे यूज़ टू राइट द कोड्स. उस कोड्स के अंदर आप डिफाइन करते हो. आप कहते हो द सर्विस टाइप, आप कहते हो EC2, the number of EC2 are the number for example 10, and then you have to define other values like number of CPUs, size of the memory, and the type of instance like extra large. So then every time you need those kind of instance, आप क्या करते हो कि वो टेम्पलेट है उसको यूज़ करते हो और क्लाउड फॉर्मेशन उसको रन करता है, और रन करके आपके जो इंस्टेंस है वो लॉन्च करता है. It's just one shot. In a one shot you can make the changes. For example, बाद में अगर आपने कोई changes करनी है, then go back to that document, make the changes. For example, you just want to change on the CPU from 8 to 10. So just change that CPU value and run the document again. It's going to update the new configuration in the system. तो आगे चल के हम देखेंगे. अभी तो मैं सिर्फ आपको दिखा रहा हूँ कि ये एक CPU है, उसके ऊपर मैंने क्लाउड वॉच मॉनिटरिंग शुरू कर दी है, फिर मैंने SNS टॉपिक. नो, इट्स नॉट, दैट्स नॉट द वे इट वर्क्स इन द एंटरप्राइज लेवल. So in enterprise level, you have to have a bulk kind of assignments. So how you handle those bulk assignments, you have to do the coding. And this is coding is not the job of the solution architect. The coding is done by every company have their coder who actually developers who are writing the codes for you. And all you have to get to the collect the requirement and give it to the developer, and they're going to design that template. You got it?
Yes, thank you. That's great.
So ये मैंने अपलोड कर दिया था डॉक्यूमेंट उस दिन, तो आप लोगों को मिल गया होगा फॉर यूर स्टडी। और मैं आपको बार बार सिर्फ इसलिए सिर्फ यू फॉर टू इनकरेज यू कि मैं जितनी आपको ज़्यादा डिटेल्स दे रहा हूँ ना, दिस इज़ नॉट अ पार्ट ऑफ द सोल्यूशन आर्किटेक्ट। मैं आपको सिर्फ ये भी बता सकता था कि देयर इज ए सर्विस कॉल्ड क्लाउड वॉच एंड हाउ द क्लाउड वॉच वर्क। आई डोंट नीड टू शो यू एवरीथिंग कि मैं ये कैसे होता है ये। जस्ट फॉर द एग्जाम पर्पज यू कैन जस्ट गो एंड स्टडी एंड क्या कहते हैं रट्टा लगाना, तो यू कैन डू दिस। लेकिन मैं चाहता हूँ कि यू हैव अ थॉरो अंडरस्टैंडिंग हाउ द सिस्टम वर्क्स। तो कल का हमारा जो टॉपिक है, आई एम गोइंग टू स्टॉप हियर, कीपिंग दिस शॉर्ट। कल का हमारा टॉपिक है दिस, वट एवर आई डिड टूडे हियर, इट इज़ कॉल्ड CLI. So I connected to the system using...
So we can't hear anything. Your mic keeps cutting still.
Hello? Can you? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Sir, we can't hear you. It's breaking.
Yeah.
बहुत ज़्यादा हो रहे हैं अब तो।
सर आप लैग कर रहे हैं।
अच्छा। Okay, I'm going to end this topic here. Tomorrow we will have a new topic. I will check my system. What is causing the problem?